Good evening. Hello. It is November 3rd. It's Election Day in the United States of America. 11 o'clock on the East Coast, 10 o'clock here as we are live for Welcome Home, the Disney Vacation Club news live stream. I'm glad you are here. Welcome in everybody who's listening in, whether you're listening live or on the replay, hashtag Team Replay in the comments. Hello and welcome. Destination Timeshare in the house. Janice, Disney in the house. A quicker show tonight. I got to be honest. I'm watching the election just like many of you are watching the election, but I thought it'd be a nice break tonight to go live, talk about, like we do every Tuesday night, talk about Welcome Home, the Disney Vacation Club live stream. Kadani Sean in the house. What's going on? Wanted to mention you, Kadani Sean. Let's just do it right now since there he is in the chat. Kadani Sean, my friend Sean, was on the show. Was it 2 weeks ago? I guess it was 2 weeks ago. Was it last week? I don't know. He was a guest on this show. You can watch the replay. Go check out the playlist to check that out. It was a good time hour talking to him. He now has a channel on YouTube. It's up live. Go check it out. Good friend of mine. Good channel. I know it's going to do well. Dean, Turkey Lakes, or Bancroft, also in the house. By the way, that reminds me, if you see people in green in the chat like Dean and Sean and some others, they're members of the channel. They get access to some emojis and a weekly live stream on Zoom call, actually, where we have fun and talk and get to know each other even better. Good stuff. And of course, they do that through, supporting me and my channel. And I appreciate that. We're going to talk about two main things tonight. Again, a quicker show tonight, about a half hour probably or so. Got a special guest coming on at the end. I'm going to probably let that person give the big announcement. It's a surprise. It's kind of a secret. It's pretty exciting stuff. I'm excited about it for her to share it. And then it just got easier. Oh, nice. Sean is editing a video now. I like that. Hey, Dean. And we're going to talk about an article that I thought was really fun. Something that I kind of did a video on early on in my YouTube career. And I will probably come back and do another one someday. Hey, Keith, PDF in the house. What's going on? Again, welcome to everybody who's here live. Welcome to everybody who's here on Team Replay. Like on my morning show, Good Morning Disney, every morning, 9:15 Central Time, 10:15 Eastern Time, almost every day, 6 days a week. We skip Sundays. I go over news from local bloggers, InsideTheMagic.net. We're going to probably at some point talk about my new website, DisneyCreators.com. But tonight we're going to do a little version of Welcome Home. I'm sorry, this is Welcome Home, of Good Morning Disney and talk about an article. This one from InsideTheMagic.net. Again, something that I've done. Well, I did a video. I kind of did a video. This has kind of been fantasy is the right word. It just became easier. Let's just get to it. It just became easier than ever to live at Disney World. Wait, what? So if you're a part of the DVC community, the Disney Vacation Club community, obviously you go down there at a fairly regular basis. I would say if you're DVC, you probably go down there at minimum once every 2 years, and then some DVC lunatics are going 3 and 4 times a year. I look forward to someday being in that list. I won't read the whole article because who likes to be read to, but I want to talk about this with you in chat. Let me know what you think about this. Again, posted on the InsideTheMagic.net blog within a week, not too long ago. Have you always wanted to live at Disney World? Yes. Yes, I have. Or at least have almost a guarantee that you could visit whenever you wanted? Yes. Hey, Rachel, how are you? Hey, Bloomin' Cheesin', welcome in. Long time no see. Well, glad you're here. Glad you're back. You may not want to move to Florida. I do, but my wife doesn't, so I'm losing. And Disney's Golden Oak may be a little bit out of your reach right now. I mean, so far, you know. And now, I'm sorry, but Disney Vacation Club allows you to come pretty close to living at Walt Disney World Resort, right? That's why we have the show, right? Would you guys agree? And now it's become even easier than ever to become a Disney Vacation Club owner. Kind of like an ad now, right? Yes, that's right. An owner, as DVC member, you purchase points that you can redeem for Disney vacations at one of the blah, 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 blah. And if you want to make yourself at home at Walt Disney World, this is how you do it. Your DVC memberships and points allow you to save up to, this is becoming an ad. So why is now a great time to become a DVC member? Well, thanks to DVCnews.com, we found out the Walt Disney World Resort is now encouraging walk-in appointments and tours for prospective DVC members. With an emphasis on the Disney Vacation Club tour, that means it's become easier for you to take a look at the villas you are most curious about, blah, blah, blah. Disney Vacation Club is currently offering no-pressure walk-in tours at 9 of the 11 DVC resorts. This is the part I wanted to get to, right? 3-bedroom villas, grand villas at Kidani Village. Looking at you, Kidani, Sean. 3-bedroom villas at Saratoga Springs. Cascade Cabin at Copper Creek, Watertop Bungalow at Disney's Polynesian, and 2-bedroom villas at the DVC resorts at Walt Disney World. So the point of the article, I mean, it's just a sales article. Let's be real. But the point for me to share it with you is it's the next best thing, right? Like if I'm trying to sell my wife on, I want another contract, I think I want to do this. We'll be there in December. COVID caveat. If it works out, I might try to talk, if we have time, I might try to talk her into doing one of these tours. And I'm leaning towards Copper Creek. If you know me, you know that my home, I should share it with you. My home resort is the Polynesian, Disney's Polynesian Resorts. We've stayed at Saratoga. I've been only at one day at Copper Creek. My wife hasn't. We stayed at the Poly, obviously. And we didn't stay at Kidani Village, but when we went on our sales tour, it was at Animal Kingdom. So the point in this is I think I want to sell my wife on Copper Creek. I think that's the one for me next. I think Animal Kingdom for her, Wilderness Lodge for me, which makes it tough because I don't have enough for another contract, let alone 2 contracts. But which one would you most want to go to? That's what I want to know in chat. A bunch of you are here in chat. If you're paying attention right now, jump in the chat and let me know. Which one would you like to go to? Would you like to take the Grand Villas tour at Kidani Village, the 3-bedroom Grand Villas at Saratoga Springs, Cascade Cabin at Copper Creek, Water Top Bungalow in Polynesian, or 2-bedroom villas at other DVC resorts? I guess that's just random. For me, I think it's Copper Creek. Again, I'm already at the Poly. That's why the Poly can't win. And Animal Kingdom, I think, is the obvious choice. But I fell in love with Copper Creek sounds amazing. I fell in love with that lodge. It's amazing. Which one is your preference is what I want to know. As I'm waiting for those answers in chat, I do want to remind you, everybody, we are going to have a special announcement that I guarantee puts a smile on your face tonight. If you're a member of this Disney YouTube community, if you're a fan of what we're doing, you are going to like the news that's coming in about 10 minutes or so. Hopefully when my guest gets here, we'll patch them in. Oh, did I leave my coffee? I was wondering where my coffee went. Thank you, sweetheart.
Welcome. Have a good treat. Love you.
Thank you. Love you too. My daughter's bringing in my coffee. That is some good service right there. Paulie.
Hey guys, say hi to your friends.
Thank you, buddy. Jan says Copper Creek. Destination Timeshare says Copper Creek. Reagan says hi. Kadani Sean says cabins at Copper Creek. Copper Creek. Boy, my mouth didn't work there. Keith from BDF says the Poly. Yeah, I mean, the Poly was my first choice, obviously, but that's where my home is now, so I don't have to worry about that one. I want to show my wife Copper Creek very badly. I want her to see the Wilderness Lodge lobby and the geysers outside. I just love it all. I feel almost guilty that I was there without her. That said, I mean, I love Saratoga Springs. I would be happy there. It's a little quiet. It's a little less themed. We kind of like that. But Kidani Village would win. If wifey got a vote, we'd be going to Animal Kingdom. I really want to stay at the Animal Kingdom very badly. Yeah, there you go. So again, stick around for the big news that we've got coming up. A member of the Disney YouTube community has some amazing news, and hopefully we'll get to share that with you here shortly. I don't want to give it away without her. I think there was some more Disney news that I was going to share. Or there's some more Disney DVC news, I should say. I was going to save it for tomorrow morning, honestly, but let's just get to it now. Did you hear this survey, by the way? They're talking about doing a survey. We'll talk about this. Why, Dad Builds? What's going on, Dad Builds? And welcome in. I'm glad to see you here. I will talk more about this tomorrow on the stream on Good Morning Disney. But it seems that at Walt Disney World, they are surveying guests regarding the events and hours for New Year's Eve, which intrigues me because I will be there for New Year's Eve. Well, at least that's the expectation. That's what we're hoping. That's what we want to do. I will get caught up in chat here in 1 second. I want to find that piece of news for you guys. News about the Jingle Cruise. All these things are news for tomorrow. Maybe I didn't have DVC news for you. I thought I did. DVC, but there it is. Jeff, me and Sis know our points are in Grand Cali. We get more points to Florida, so we have both coasts. I would say Kidani Village. Boy, I would love to have points of both. I'm jealous of you, Bloom and Cheese, and that is awesome. Yeah, Kidani Village looks like a lot of fun. Okay, so the DVC from DVCfan.com, it's the same news. It's I thought that. Visiting new DVC open houses. We'll talk about it again. Again, DVCfan.com. Hi, Lori. How are you? Welcome in. Glad to see you here tonight on election night in America. Again, I won't read the whole article to you, but to give credit where credit's due, they do a good job. DVC Fan is one of the places I go every week to get news for this show, so you definitely want to check them out. Like many other experiences at Disney World, the traditional DVC tour has been modified since the resorts have reopened. As mentioned in a previous blog, the DVC tours have been replaced by open houses that are available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. When we are there for New Year's Eve, we're really going as babysitters. One of my daughters and her husband are going. They're going to be there for New Year's Eve. So we added on to our trips. We didn't know at the time we were going to cancel our October trip. So it was going to be a trip in between two of our trips. And we were going to go as grandma and grandpa, see the parks on New Year's Eve, hang out at the resorts with the baby. That was kind of the plan, and get a lot of videos for the channel, all that kind of stuff. Well, now things have changed a little bit, but now potentially if I have a day or even two where we're planning on staying, we're going to go to Disney Springs and we're going to hang out at the resorts. Maybe I go do a tour, right? Again, I guess this is tour night on Welcome Home the show, but that's okay. Having been through the DVC tour when we purchased our first contract, again, this is from DVCfan.com to give credit where credit's due. Good blog, check them out. I was curious to see how these new open houses would differ. Plus, how could I resist checking out some of the villas that I've never seen before? That's exactly how I feel. With a split stay at Copper Creek Villas and cabins at Disney's Wilderness Lodge, Disney's Beach Club Villas, and Animal Kingdom's Villas Kidani Village, that's a mouthful, I ventured off on a few tours during my last trip. I mean, this is what I think I might do. We'll see. Wifey probably has other plans. I see my guest back there. Does my guest want to go? Is my guest ready? There we go. So, well, look at this article is basically the same thing. I'll finish it up because I want to be cool with her time. I know she's got something else going on too. Let's just get right to it. You are going to smile at this news. I'm just going to bring her on and shut my mouth. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. So happy to be with you. I'm having a great night, and I miss you. We've been so busy. We've missed Disney Pins, so super excited to be with you for a little bit. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? No.
It looks like my mic.
No, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. It's like a Verizon commercial. I can hear you now.
Now my volume is really low. Anyway, here's the thing. So, my Dodgers were in the playoffs, and then my Dodgers were in the World Series. I missed a couple Friday nights. It does feel like we haven't been together in a while, doesn't it?
I know. I have some awesome WDI pins to share with you. Well, the first time I was able to order those. So
and I have mail from you that I wouldn't let myself open. I think I know what it is, but I wanted to open it on a show. I've had it for like 2 weeks now.
But hey, Dodgers are important. So, I
mean, I'm sorry if that offends anyone, but yeah, they're kind of like, ready? Jesus, my family, the Dodgers. That's my list. I'm sorry. You can be offended.
How did I not get over the Dodgers? I don't know.
You're close. You're in the top 5. I only named the 3.
But yeah.
Guys, I must have hit the mute button. I didn't know it, and then all of a sudden it was muted. So, I hope they could hear me the whole time before that. I'm assuming they could. I don't know. Maybe I was muted the whole time. Regardless, you, my friend, you told me about some news today. I don't know how many people know it. I'm just going to shut up and turn it over to you. Guys, pay attention. This is awesome.
I'm going to try not to cry, but guess what? I get to wear this again.
Yes! Yes!
I am so excited. I praise God. I'm just thank you for all your prayers and support, and our friends here on YouTube. DVC called me back, so I'm going to be helping members book fantastic vacations and make future memories for their families. So I'm so excited.
Selfish, right? Like it wasn't my job. It's your job. It wasn't my job. I don't want to be selfish, but we've had to call DVC 2 or 3 times, and we didn't even get to think we can call our favorite. Not that the other ones aren't great too. That's not what I mean. Love them all, but when we have a DVC question, I don't want to call Jenny on the block. I want to call you.
Well, so, I want you to call me, so I'm super excited.
I was going to call you anyway. It just would have been unofficial. But how did they give you the news? What can you tell us? I'd like to hear more. How did it work?
The head of Disney Vacation Club Member Services texted me and said, "Hey, can I call you sometime today? And of course I was
No, I'm too busy. No.
yes. But honestly, just me being me, I was like, am I being banned from Disney for life? Like, for like,
Did they finally catch me?
you know, did they find that jar of Nutella that I left in my desk?
What did I do? That one time. Oh.
So then, you know, and I felt my throat getting tight and like getting all anxiety. Yeah, that's just me, you know. So Raymond calls and, you know, he's like, hey, and I'm like, hi, so good to hear your voice. And he's like,
He said Dole Whip dad called and he was pissed.
I was like, honestly, first thought was like, Jeff called him.
I wish. I had some. We talked a little bit. I won't even go there. That's for off stream.
So he just said, anyway. How are you? I'm bringing HR in. And I was like, fantastic. I'll try not to, you know, cry as hard as I did the last time we did this.
Can this be better than the last time?
And I thought really it was just about returning my equipment, you know. And then he's like, well, would you like to come back to Disney Vacation Club? And I was like, yes, 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 and yes. So it went great. I'm super excited. I'll start in a couple weeks. I'm beyond thrilled.
When I got the text, I got all excited. I looked at Paula. She was looking at her phone. And I thought maybe you texted her too. And I said, babe, what are you looking at? And she looked at me like I was crazy. And then she could see on my face that I was like, I don't get emotional, but I guess I do. And she said, what? And I'm like, no, it's good. And then I told her your news. And then I asked you who knew and all that. And then we walked into, can we do it on the show tonight? So who knows? Because, I mean, did you see all the comments I put up on the screen? Everybody's saying, yay, this is amazing news. Great news, Kelly. That's great. Yay. That's awesome.
I love you.
Made my night. So happy for you, says our buddy Sean. How many people know?
Not very many. I just reached out to, you know, my very good friends and of course my family. So, you know, I reached out to my family, Cynthia, and you know, and then
I appreciate it. That means a lot.
Of course.
What a jerk I am, though, right? My first thought was, I'm happy for you. My second thought was, can we put it on the show? But it's ABC night, so kind of good.
It's encouraging, you know, with all the news of all the layoffs and, you know, so it's very encouraging and definitely Disney Vacation Club, as I'm going to try not to cry, but you know, what's honestly like at this point in my life, my dream job. I love working with members. I love talking Disney. I love every part of it. I love that I can work from home and, you know, just being a cast member and wearing, you know, this really cool thing. You know? As
a fan of Disney, you're the kind of people that I want on that team. As a fan of you, Disney wins. So this is a win-win-win. Destination Timeshare says, does DVC call center work from home? They don't always. They have been, and it sounds like from what you just said, you will again, right?
Yes. We always have a little segment of the member services that works at home. There's a team that does that. But right now, everybody's home for safety, and I'm hoping honestly, they could tell me to work on the moon. At this point, I just am so happy. So I've been crying all day. So
I'm seeing a whole bunch of people just popping in. If you didn't hear the news, Kelly's back with DVC. Now, is this a more global thing? Is this good news for Disney in general? Is this good news for DVC? Do they have one spot? Do you know? I mean, does this portend good positive things for other DVC cast members? Portend. I used portend at like 11 o'clock at night.
I was seriously impressed with that portending.
I blame the coffee.
But you know, I don't know. And honestly, I was ugly crying through the call, so I was just like
I love
didn't ask a whole lot of questions. But it does tell me some good things are happening, and I have been hearing in other segments that people are getting called back.
Good.
So that's a good thing.
That is great. Elena K808 is in the house. Disney Connection in the house. Welcome in. David Cantrell saying congrats. Candy Mom says we love Kelly. We certainly do. Bye, Free Project in the house. Thanks for being here, Edson. There you go. Candy Mom's in the house. What's going on? I appreciate everybody being here, and I appreciate everybody sharing in the good news. And really, Kelly, I mostly appreciate you for letting us share it here. Again, DVC show. Look, I didn't prep this hard because it was election night. I only had a couple stories. And then once I talked to you, I'm like, well, we're going to talk about this. And then when you were going to come in a little later, I'm like, oh, okay, I got to punt a little bit. We're going to talk about tours for a minute. But I really just wanted to come on and let you share that. And
thank you.
Happy with you, man. Kind of share the, I don't know, the good news that is going back to work and going back to work to share the magic. And
I'm so happy.
I am so happy for you. Yeah, it's amazing. So, what's the first thing you're going to do? Well, I was going to say when you get back to the office, but that's not fair. What's the thing that you miss the most? There's a better question.
I really miss talking to members. I really do. Even, through the hard times when things were so unknown and the parks weren't open, and, it's just, you get to talk Disney and you get to really, really help people make the most of their points and create those future memories. So yeah. I'm most looking forward to talking to the members. I just really love that aspect.
I love that too. That makes me so happy. And again, I'm going to say publicly, and I'll say it to you afterwards, but thank you for wanting to share it here. Disney's the best for so many reasons. It's one of my favorite companies. It's one of my favorite pastimes. It's where I spend my vacation dollars. But there's thousands. I mean, you're special, but there's thousands of you. There's thousands of people who share that magic and are passionate for the company and are passionate to help other families have a great, maybe once in a lifetime trip, or maybe they go 5 times a year, but DVC's even another level of special, and they'd be crazy not to have Kelly on the team. So. Also, smoking with the hat. I love the hat.
It's my Taco Tuesday hat.
Doesn't fit into the conversation we're having, but I wasn't going to end the show without mentioning that.
But really, prayers now for all the cast members affected, and hopefully this is a sign of good things to come, and Disney coming back at it, and so we can all get back into our thing, right? Now,
are you the reason that the Jingle Cruise is back? That's what
I'm pretty sure. I really, really petitioned for that. So,
which is a nice little segue to tomorrow morning, 9:15 my time, 10:15 Eastern time. Disney news and stuff on Good Morning Disney. It's my 6 days a week. We sometimes miss for work, and we've been missing a couple Fridays, and we will miss this Friday. And we missed today to go vote. But Good Morning Disney is our 45 minutes every day talking about the Disney news of the day. Friday nights are back. Me and you and Disney Pins, and hopefully, and we'll be talking Disney Pins. It's been almost a month now. Finally, I made it to one of your shows again, Sparkle Supreme Queen. I'm glad you're here. Disney Connection says, "Oh my gosh, Kelly, your laugh is amazing. It makes me smile." If you're new, Disney Connections, and anybody else, to Kelly, she's the Mickey Bunch. Why don't you tell them about your channel and spilling the tea and all that stuff before we close up real quick for the night?
Thank you so much. Tomorrow I have Brunch with a Bunch. I do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 o'clock. So I follow Dole Whip
there you go.
Show. So we're right after that. Tomorrow we're going to be sharing some pin news and things like that because of the big pin events coming up.
There's been some good stuff coming out lately.
Yes. Thursday I'll be at Magic Kingdom, and I'm going to try my first live stream ever.
Right.
So yeah, just a little short one. So
I know I'm going to be in the office on Thursday, but what time will you be live?
I'm going to say 11.
Okay.
So
Emma's here. Emma, Wayfinding with Emma's in the house.
I want to try. Now, I don't know if you're a corn dog lover at Disneyland at the Little Red Wagon, but they brought that recipe over to Sleepy Hollow, and now you can get the Disneyland corn dogs. So I'm going to try it out. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Have you had the Disneyland corn dog?
I have many times.
I was going to say, I know you're a Disneylander. I would have been shocked had you said no. Okay, well, trust me. My wife was all in on the corn dog way before I was. I happen to like, 99-cent corn dogs at the gas station. She does not. So I didn't quite understand her passion for this. They're pretty good.
Even if you don't like corn dogs, you will love a Disneyland corn dog.
It's not. They should call it something else.
They should. They should call it not a corn dog.
That's why Disney needs to have you on their team. That kind of marketing genius. Anyway, Wayfinding with Emma's in the house. Gennady Chancellor. Rachel loves Disney. Says, I love the Christmas stuff. I do too. So wait a minute now. You've got Monday, Wednesday, Friday show right for mine, but you didn't really talk about sipping the tea on Friday night.
So Friday night, we're spilling the Disney tea. And this Friday night, we have a cast member who's got a new channel, his One Stop Mouse. And he does live streams. And what I love is he does my job, but for the Disney reservation side. So he kind of books vacations. He specializes in all those like bougie kind of VIP tours.
You know, you were the first person to ever say bougie to me, and now I hear it every day. I feel like. Hey, Tommy, Corner Sports, what's going on?
So I'm going to have him on and talk about all those VIP tours that, you know.
So for those of us who don't really know what bougie means, what?
Like expensive and like exclusive VIP tours at
so it's
Disney.
short for bourgeois or some French thing?
I don't know. Taylor says it and it rubbed up on me. Blame Taylor.
Yeah, my daughters use the word it's really not using words I don't know. It's using words incorrectly, but then they think I'm dumb. But that's all right.
I know you're not a fan of my made up words either.
I like words that make sense more than words that don't, but we're a little off topic. Anyway, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right after my show. Friday night, 7 your time?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock
Oh,
World Time. And it'll be One Stop Mouse and the regular crew. And so it's going to be lots and lots of fun.
I'm not surprised that Emma speaks. Whatever is that? I don't want to be sexist. I want to say girl talk. It's not. I don't want to be sexist. It's
yes,
expensive from the valley, so
extra.
Extra, yes, extra. Whatever. Emma,
I like extra.
so
everything.
Do you know Emma, Kelly? I mean, I'm thinking you guys will get along, or maybe you already know each other. Anyway, so there's the big news, the big surprise. You learned it here first. Kelly is back with she's a CM again. She's a cast member. Do you get a new one? I would lie and say I lost my tag.
Oh, I've lost many. So I have like 5.
Do me a favor then. Tell them you lost one and you changed your name to Jeff just for one day, because I really want one. All right.
Absolutely.
I think that's it. What else you want them to know about your channel in case they're new to you, and then I'll promote, and then we'll go watch the election a little more.
Just check it out, and if you love Disney, then I think you'll love the channel. So thank you so much, and thank you for inviting me on to share the happy news. And thank you so much, everyone, for your prayers and support. It means more to me than you can ever know.
Well, it means a lot to us that you're in our community and you are part of CM. I thought so, Emma. She's only been on one Zoom, but I thought so, but I wasn't sure if you missed some, she missed some. I don't know. Regardless, guys, usually the show is an hour. I know it's not the World Series, it's not the Dodgers, but I'm going to go down and watch the election. Don't hate me. I actually like this stuff, but I'll be down there watching that. But usually it's an hour show. It's every Tuesday night, Friday night with Kelly, Disney Pins Live, Monday through Saturday, Good Morning Disney. I actually put out a video today, just a short little video that's, hopefully getting people to go vote. I think that's it. Am I forgetting anything? I think that's it. Guys, thanks for hanging with us a little bit tonight. Again, normally an hour show. It's every Tuesday night. I will be back tomorrow morning. Let's see, about 11 hours from now for Good Morning Disney. All kinds of Disney news we missed today, so double the news tomorrow. That's it. Have the best day ever. Have fun storming the castle. Get over to the Mickey Bunch, her channel. She doesn't always wear that hat, but sometimes she does, and it's worth it. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. All right, that's it. Have a great night. Bye now. Yeah,
This was so fun.